Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living. My name's Gary, and what I like to do is every time I find a new squash, something that's really totally different than the I have in my garden or at my local grocery store, I make a video on it. And today we're making a video on something called Honeynut squash. I hope that you enjoy this video as much as I'm enjoying presenting it to you. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food plant-based lifestyle.
Cleaver and a meat tenderizer to open it. Being vegan, I don't use this for meat, as you can tell. The seeds are much smaller than what I would expect them to be, but of course it's a small fruit. So we're going to sculpt the seeds out using a spoon. Okay, so make sure you have something, a container. Don't need this right now. Take your spoon and scoop it out. Quite a lot of seeds for this little squash. We'll straighten that up later. Get the other half. Okay. We'll clean those up later. Alright, now that we have that, take this and set it aside. We're going to set our oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit so we can cook these. We have two ovens. Linda's oven, Gary's oven. Bake 350. Start. Now we have to prepare the topping. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take half of the baking tray and we're going to basically use garlic salt and put it inside and cook it the traditional way, which I always eat squash, in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. But I want to show you another way that you can add some extra protein to your meal, a little extra fat too, and we're going to use a papaya tofu dressing. Very simple. What I've learned in the past is when you use tofu in a sauce, it kind of poops up a little bit. It has a really unique coating on the top. So now let's make the sauce. So what we're doing now is I've zoned in the camera on this scale, which right now is at 0. And I'm going to put in, so that's 6 ounces. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to put it in the blender, which is right here. So we have 8 ounces of papaya and 6 ounces, which is basically half of it, of extra firm tofu. Okay, at this stage it's very foamy. So we're just going to pour it on top, like this. And we're going to use a paintbrush. I saved these specifically for the kitchen. And we're just going to make sure all the sides are done. It'll be a little hard because these are pretty tight together. Now remember that for this papaya and tofu, there is no additional salt or seasoning added. There's just the tofu and the papaya, and that's it. We'll put it on both sides of our squash. Alright, so now we stick it in the oven. So we open it. It's already set up at a middle rack because I've been doing a lot of baking. So we're going to cook it on the middle rack. The next thing we have to do is set up our timer for 45 minutes. I use my microwave timer because it's just easier. So what do you think we do next? Well, we clean up the mess in the kitchen and we relax until it's time to eat dinner. Alright, so we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, so the timer ran 45 minutes. We're going to turn it off. We're going to get a fork and then we're going to test it. Make sure you have a mitt so that you can move the tray if you need to. What I do is I try the easy ones and then I go to, it's the door telling me it's open. Okay, it goes through easily, through the squash. Everything's ready to go. We're gonna pull it out of the oven. And we're gonna turn off the oven. Safety first. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take a look at it, and then we're gonna eat it. So this, I'm just eating the papaya tofu squash, because I know what it tastes like with garlic. It's delicious, and it's what we're used to. That's how I used to always cook my vegetables before I was vegan. The honey nut is a little bit sweeter than the butternut. But with the topping, and I just poured some on top, it adds another layer of deliciousness. Well, this is what I'm going to be eating the rest of the week. You should try it too. Thanks for watching us, and we'll see you in our next video.
If you like what you see, subscribe. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.